We lived together for 15 years. It was a long journey, full of ups and downs. We have 2 kids. And until that very moment, I never checked her phone, never looked for signs of cheating. But I noticed that she often glanced at mine, sometimes even teasing her, "What are you looking for? Hoping to catch me cheating?" I would joke, "One day I'll fake a chat with a girl and see what happens." Just jokes. If I ever used her phone, it was just to quickly Google something or to help her fix some settings. I never snooped around her social media. I trusted her. I wasn't really active online myself, except maybe occasionally checking VK out of old habit. Last Friday, after a long workday and some house chores, I grabbed a couple of beers to relax and watch a movie. The spring had been tough. I'd spent 2 months renovating the bathroom and hallway. I finished the beer, went outside for a smoke, and realized I couldn't find my phone. Happens to me a lot, especially when I've been drinking. I looked around, couldn't find it. My wife was already asleep, so I picked up her phone to scroll the internet while smoking. As I opened it, I saw a notification some guy from a social network sent her a heart emoji. I didn't get it. I tapped on it. It opened a chat on Odnoklassniki. I read it and I was shocked. I closed the phone, reopened it, trying to process what I just saw. There was nothing super explicit. Mostly stickers like Happy Wednesday. And some rare sweet messages, including kiss emojis. Judging by the tone and rhythm of the conversation, it's been going on for a while. Some of the old messages were deleted, but I could tell this wasn't something new. I put her phone back and went to bed, but couldn't sleep for hours, just laying there, thinking. Why didn't I wake her up and confront her right away? I don't know. Maybe I was too shocked. Maybe I thought it's better to talk in the morning. The next day I decided to wait. I didn't want to bring this up in front of the kids. I needed time to process everything and think carefully. I wanted to wait until the next weekend, take the kids to my mom's, and then have the conversation. Since that moment, I've been noticing small changes in her behavior that I had missed before. I've been struggling to sleep, staying up until 2-3 a.m. replaying everything in my head. There was no clear evidence in the messages that something physical had already happened, but it seemed they've already met, sometimes most likely when I took the kids to visit my mom. I won't dive into emotions and heartbreak, you can imagine that part. By Russian standards, we had a good family. Love was still there, though, like in many long relationships, the butterflies faded a bit. We kept tenderness, inside jokes, and mutual respect. We rarely fought, just big arguments 3 times in total, I think, well, until now. There's this saying, if a woman doesn't want it, it won't happen. Anyway, enough about that. So, what did I do as this untypical husband, who's now sleepless, pretending everything is fine while secretly investigating? Right. I started my little private investigation. Cheaters, remember this, everything leaves a trace. One tiny clue can unravel everything. At first, it was tough. The guy had an anonymous name, some random location, nothing concrete. He liked all her photos that didn't include me or the kids. Telegram was clean, call logs were clean, no obvious signs. Then I remembered I had set up her VK account long ago. She used to log in from my computer. Turns out, a few months back, the same guy with the same name and city congratulated her on her birthday. She replied politely. She also liked his photos on VK. Among them, there were some with a woman, maybe his wife or girlfriend. And most importantly, there was an old photo from their school reunion. It all clicked. That's probably when it all started, winter of 2025, maybe earlier. She attends those reunions every year. I also found his real phone number in her contacts, but call history was clean. Easy to delete, though. When I enabled geolocation sharing on her phone, she quickly noticed and turned it off. But by then, I had already pieced everything together. And just as I was writing this story, I saw the final proof. Today is his birthday, and she texted him. His reply? I'm so glad to have you in my life, sunshine. Case closed. Yesterday, I told her and the kids I would take them to my mom's place. She got upset it wasn't planned and demanded an explanation. I told her we'd talk when I get back. She pushed, but I said, not in front of the kids. While I was away for just a moment, she quickly deleted the remaining chat history with him. Either trying to cover her tracks or suspecting what's going on. I took the kids to my mom's and came back. We sat down to talk. I asked if there was anything she wanted to confess. She said no. I asked if she had any idea why this is happening. She said no. I told her I knew everything. She asked what exactly I knew. I asked her about the guy's name from Odnoplastniki. She wouldn't talk. Finally, she said, if you know everything, what's the point of me explaining? I asked her, how long have I been wearing the horns? She joked, 20 years. Then she admitted they've known each other for 20 years and that she's been cheating for the last 2 years. Does she love him? She doesn't know. Why did it happen? She doesn't know. Was I missing something as a husband? She said no, I did everything right. What now? She said, it's your decision. We talked without yelling, but inside I was falling apart. I went to the bathroom and cried. Yeah, men cry too. I had a few shots of homemade vodka to calm down. Slept on the couch that night. It's hard. Very hard. And the hardest part is still ahead. I feel so sorry for the kids. My mind is overwhelmed with thoughts of divorce. Thank you to those who supported me. And even to those who said it was just innocent flirting. I'm done. Goodbye.